Hi guys, how you all doing? So who have we got today on Facebook so far? We've got Ivan, Chris, Warren, Andy, Chris Brown, and Robert. How you doing guys? Good to see you. Evening Steve. Steve as well. And then over on YouTube we have Lynn, Fester Colin, Sue, Scully Model's dad, Moose, Paul, Plastic Monkey. Who else have we got? And that's it so far. All good. Loads on YouTube, loads on Facebook. All good. Evening, Conrad. So, what a day. Hopefully, my microphone's a bit better. Colin was saying it was a little quiet the other day, so we shall see if that's any better. I was prattling about with settings and whatnot. So, Lancaster. Oh, it's been a crazy day, pouring rain. I was at the men's shed for a little while, tidying up the model room, because we get a lot of donations sent in, and then I hand them out to the guys, and there was boxes absolutely everywhere. So I nipped in for an hour and just tidied up the model room and made sure that the place is all right. Obviously, we're not there at the moment, so anyway. So there's a Lancaster. We've got our bottom wings on, and then we've got our tail ones on. And they've all fitted lovely, no problems there at all, no gaps, no nothing. So all good. And then we got two of the little engines. We got them sorted out. And I've numbered them so I know what's what. Oh, good stuff. I just tweaked it a little. I didn't really know what I was doing, to be honest, but I saw a button and started pressing it, and obviously it's worked. So we've got this next letter. It's like bigger. The bigger engine ones, I think the landing gear goes in these as well. We've got to stick them together, and then we'll stick them all onto the model. So it should be fun, as they say. So I hope everyone's been keeping all right. I've had a bit of a mad day. The missus, she wanted some labels printing off, and of course, what's the first thing that happens? Printer all jams up, and I had to take the printer apart to get it out, which took a little while. We got there in the end. Right, so we want two of them apparently. F.III. Do what? Why does that say two? Yeah. All good. I don't know why that's saying times two. There's only two engines to do. I see, right. F.III, F.32. Airfix trying to confuse me a little there. Saying two or something, and it's only one. I don't know if you on Facebook can see the comments, but you should be able to see it there on the, let me think, it's on that side there. Your YouTube comments. Right, so that's that one, that's that one. I'll do some more of these silly little thingamajigs. The thingamajigs with a whatchamacallits. It's them, innit? Yeah. A lot of it I found is I have to speak louder. If I speak quiet, the microphone doesn't kick in. That's one of the problems. I can't wait to see Lynn doing a live stream. It'll be so funny. Good, in a good way. I'm just going to put 2 little doobie things together. So I had a wonderful day with the printer, taking it all apart and sorting that out. And then my phone was going nuts because my boy had changed his email password, and my phone didn't like it because it couldn't connect to his emails to keep an eye on things, you know. And it kept going off its nut, and he didn't know the password, so it all kind of went pear-shaped. My phone was going doolally because of it, but I managed to sort that out. So, oh, and there's an arrest warrant out for me apparently. You know, one of these scamming calls. I got an automated message on a phone call saying that there's an arrest warrant out for me, and that I'm to ring this number and give my details to resolve it. Yeah, right, okay. Needless to say, the number got blocked, etc. I'm not that silly. These scam phone calls, there's something else for sure. What scares me more than anything is how many people actually fall for it and innocently get caught out, you know. So I blocked it and I reported it, so it's a good thing on my phone I can do that. I'm just popping these little thingamajigs in like before. So many scans, it's ridiculous. You're not kidding, Moose. But you know, it is what it is. I just block it and laugh to myself. But it's a shame for some people. Some people might take it actual serious. Yeah. And there's my first one. So I got it all glued up. Just made me giggle really, because I've not been anywhere for a warrant. Not that I've ever had a warrant for my arrest, right enough. My dad was a prison officer for 40 years. There's no way I would have ever done anything to risk bumping into him in his workplace. That's for sure. I grew up on a farm, so, and yeah, I wouldn't dream of getting into trouble like that purely because of my dad's job, you know. He's passed now, bless him. He's long gone. Evening, Pancho, Numo and Brad. How you doing, fellas? Lynn, if it's not a number you don't recognise, you won't answer it. Yeah, my problem is I get a lot of phone calls from numbers that I don't know, and it's to do with a men's shed, so I have to answer the call. But evening, Dan. How you doing? Lord of the Rings, messing with some wires and PC accessories. Oh, the joys. Lynn, Fred, where are you driving your bench too fast around the house? Yeah, probably. Probably excited on the glue fumes and just whizzing around. There we go. We got one there. One completed there. There's a little bit under there. There's a little flappy bit to put on in a minute. Hi Annette. Hi Alan. How you doing, fella? Fellas. How you doing, Annette? How you doing, Alan? Fellas. Can't call Annette a fella, bless her. So, we can get on with gluing this one up. Can't wait to get these on. It'll be great. All good. I think the best scam I had, now I'm not technically minded, right? But I know how to like repair PCs and stuff like that. So I think the best scam one I ever got, and the guy ended up hanging up on me after a while. But it was an issue with my PC, and it was, what was it? It was an issue with my PC, virus, and he reckoned it was from my internet provider, and I had to type in something in the command bit, and it would show me a certain number, and that will prove that he can see my PC and all this. And I had to giggle because I know the command line that he said, and I knew that every PC comes up with the same. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you type this command in, it comes up with that number. So it's not working, mate, and all this. And I kept him going for about an hour. And the guy ended up getting the ump with me and said, "You don't know what you're doing," and hung up on me. It was so funny. But obviously, all he wanted to do was put a virus on my PC with remote access, and then try and charge me to get rid of it. But I just played the dummy, and I kept him on the line for over an hour. It was funny as anything. Yeah, oh, it's comical, man. We like to play with them sometimes, me and the missus. You know, you just keep them on the line and act the dafty and let them waste their money. Sometimes we'll just put the phone down and just leave it in another room where it's quiet and just leave it. And eventually they just hang up. Yeah, yeah. You get, you know, when you're in lockdown, these, you know, it, these little things are just a joy, because you can just sit there and giggle to yourself, knowing that they're there, going hello, hello, and it's like, yeah, whatever, and just leave them to it. All good fun. So that we've got our little. Remember the little flappy bit there as well. So that's us all connected up there. Just them silly little vent ones to put on in a minute. And then we should be able to fit them onto the wings, pretty much. It should be good. And get it the right way around. All good fun. And I do have an Alexa, by the way, Colin, and all that, but not in here. So it won't work with me. But I have a joy with the missus because it's connected to my phone. And when I was laid up with my fractured back a while back, I was laying in my room and I'm telling her on the phone to turn up the volume, turn down the volume, and all that lot on the Alexa in the living room. And the missus was listening to music, and I kept turning the volume up and down, changing the songs. She was pure cracking up, shouting at the Alexa, trying to tell it what to do, and I kept counter reacting in it. And I was up the stairs giggling my head off. Oh, evening, Michael. You have an idea about them scam callers? Yeah, go for it. And then I had a scammer kept calling using the same number. I answered, "Good afternoon, police." Never knew. Up the phone quick. Good one. If you have a kind of pet or pets that chatter away, just let them talk to the guy. Guinea pigs would be good for that. We've only got a rabbit, mate. We used to have two staffies, but they died of old age and whatever. And we've got a rabbit, and she doesn't really make much noise. Not poor Mrs. Fred, Colin. It was great, I tell you. I could hear her downstairs in Scottish, you know, going, "Ee," having a go at Alexa. She kept telling her to play a song and I'd change it. 10. You got to get these little joys. When you're laid up for like, I think it was around 8 weeks, I had to stay laying flat. Oh, it was murder. Moose, you got a macaw that loves to talk on the phone. That'll be fun. Right, now I've got to get this little crazy circle of it in there, like that. I think the joys, huh? You got to have this bit of fun now and again. Yeah. So we've got this silly little bit here. It's between the engine and the wheel bay. So you see that in there. So that's what I've just popped in there now. And it's just clicked in. It's fitted lovely, so no issues so far. Evening, Glenn. So that's that one in. Pop this one in. I've noticed everything's kind of on this kit, everything's kind of just clicked into place, or it's a little tight, one of the two. This seems to be going in no problems. My Quaker just squawks when I'm on the phone then. Well, my parrot likes to do some modelling. I used to have a Crimson Rosella. It's not a parrot, is it a parakeet? I think it's called. I used to have one of them. Yes, Annette. The other chat's the YouTube. So when you're on Facebook, you can see what I'm talking about. Because if you're wondering why I'm saying something, you can see it there on YouTube. But if you're on YouTube, jump over to YouTube. Evening, Tim. How you doing, buddy? How's the Hellcat coming on? Yes, Michael. Yeah, I saw the groups. They look great, mate. I just got to figure out kind of what aircraft I've got to post on them. Kind of just not had a chance, mate. But yeah, the groups look great that you gave me a link to. Thanks very much. And there's a link on my profile to my YouTube anyway, in the about section or whatever it is. There's a link there anyway. Evening, Scott. How you doing? Good to see you. A Shetland of volume breeding. Yeah. Your parrot vibrates, Paul. I used to have a 6-foot boa constrictor too. I liked to cuddle. That was great. I never forget a guy. Right, that's that glued in before I start yapping again. I used to know this big fellow who was like 6'4" or something, and he was massive. The arms on him were like, he was like a tank, this fellow, right? Nothing scared this guy. And I used to have a 6-foot boa constrictor in a like it's a Bavarian, but I built it myself. It was a big double glazed thing in the corner of the room, all fancy, you know. And that snake was there, and my mate used to come round and he'd sit on the chair on the opposite end of the living room, all nervous. And I said to him, "What's up with you?" He goes, "Oh no, not snakes. Everything, anything in life but snakes like that." So I'm yapping away to him, and we're having a beer. And I got my old grandfather's cuckoo clock, and it was up behind him, up on the wall. Well, he's sitting there drinking away, drinking away. Next minute, he went cuckoo, cuckoo. Oh my god! I've never seen the guy jump so much because he'd been fixated. Even though he was drinking beer, he was watching that snake. He was dead paranoid that it was going to get out. I was absolutely hysterics, man. He just jumped up, fret white as a sheet because of a cuckoo clock. Oh, too funny. Michael, thanks. Yeah, they're fairly specialist food. Yeah, I see that, mate. Yeah. Yeah, I was looking, I had a quick kind of flick through, mate, and they look great groups. I just got to go through my photos, really. Tim, Hellcat's going well. Seen someone in the Facebook page has got to the point you're at. 4 months quicker than me. Guess I'm a tortoise. Took me 3 months to build my Hellcat, mate. So 124 normally takes about 3 months for me. Who we got now? Hi Annette. See you jumped over to YouTube. You get to see everybody. Annette's a good friend over on Facebook, so you're nice. 6 foot's a baby moose. Yes, she was only a young thing. And the other good thing, we used to get the pinkies, you know, the frozen little pinkies. That's a whole nother story, but I was new to snakes. So I go into the local pet shop and I asked for like 20 mice. And the old woman's like, what do you want 20 for? You see when I said my snake? Oh my word, her face. She went bush at me. And, you know, I grew up on a farm, so I didn't know any different. She's going mad. That's illegal, blah, blah, blah. You need to go to a pet shop and get frozen pinkies and all this. I'm calling the police, she goes and grabs the phone and oh my word. And I said, listen, I've got the book here and the book says mice, blah, blah, blah. She goes, that's America, that's not the UK, that's illegal. She proper went off on that anyway and I walked out the shop. And I went to the pet shop and got these little pinkies. And of course, you get them and they were frozen. And then the little tails, some of them are broken. So I used to give my best mate the one with all the broken tails. And you put your hand in and then hold it and boom. The snake could grab it once it was warmed up in warm water. But my mate used to curse me because he always had the broken tails. And the old snake liked to get close to your hands, you know. So it was quite comical to watch him trying to do that. Just trying to get us into position here. So my best friend, I used to give him all the short tails for it. I miss having a snake, but my new missus, she would never let me have another one. Michael, I'll stick to the 172 head-eyed Hellcats. A bit easier on space. Yeah, I have them, apart from the Hellcat, because that's still behind me because I've not got round to it, but because I kind of lack some space as well because all my shelves are full up with all the builds I've been doing. I hang them in my boy's room off his ceiling. So that's all I do with mine. Because I like the 124s. I built a few. That's me just sticking on them silly little tubey things on there. Where the exhaust stacks go. One more set, a couple of teardrops, and we can whoop them on. All good. Oh, evening Vamp, how you doing, buddy? You raise your own snake food. Yeah, in the UK, unfortunately, it's not allowed, moose. Mice have rights. I think everything has rights apart from us people. What's that, Tim? 124 needs space, but amazing kit. Taking my time. Yes, mate. Yeah, just take your time and, like you say, enjoy it. It is great fun. I like the 124. Even the old Airfix ones with loads of flash and all that. I still build them. I enjoy them. I like, with the old Airfix ones, the Spitfire VB and the Spitfire Mark 1. I'm trying to think what else. The 109. All the old kind of tooling 124s are great fun if you want to learn scratch building. Because you can add, there's so much room to add the detailing and just have a bit of fun with the kit, really. Right, that's our little M1's done. So I'll put the little teardrop thingy-jigs on it. You just spotted my SU2. Cheers, mate. Yeah, it was one of them. It was a good friend over in Russia gave me it, or sent me the kit. And hard to say if I enjoyed it or not, really, because it's just me. It wasn't RAF. So I don't know how I felt about that build, really. It was okay, but the kit itself was lovely. That's Zazida, or whatever you call it, SU2. It was nicely detailed and all that, but like I say, it wasn't RAF, so I don't want to upset anybody, but I don't like French aircraft either. Evening, James. How you doing? You still doing the photography, mate? Right. That's one little drop on it. So why not? There we go. So we've got a little teardrop thingy-jig on there, whatever it is. We'll let that dry a minute. This one done. That's it. You build anything from World War II, it takes my fancy. The reader kit, their recent stuff is nice. You've done the JU-88A-17 torpedo bomber. Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, that's my first kit from them, to be honest. And I enjoyed it. The only thing that I kind of... It's an awkward one because we all moan about, oh, we want detail and blah, blah, blah. Like when it was the... Was it a tornado stencils or something? And it was crazy. Either tornado or whatever it was. Can't remember what it was. But anyway, there was a big decal sheet by Airfix and everyone went mad because of all the tiny stencils. And we all moan about detailing and all that. And it's kind of the same with that Savida kit. The rear ball turret was individual bits of glass, and you have to glue each bit for the ball turret at the back. And it was like, really? You could have just done it in two halves, because the seam line would have been where the frame line was, and all. They could have done it a little better than what they did. But then again, you know, everyone moans about detailing and all that carry on, and so I suppose they can't win in whatever they do. But it was just fiddly to make a ball turret thing in individual bits of glass and get it all to fit right and sit right and all that lot. So that's the only kind of downside I would have said with it, that I wasn't too impressed with. Oh, that's right, it was a Phantom, yeah. It was a crazy amount. I remember when the kit come out and everyone was cracking up with it. I like decals, but stencils, yeah, they're a little bit much. Evening, Ross. So, we've got one little issue just there, and it was like that in the kit. I don't know if you can see that, but just there, there's a little extra bit where there's a bit of plastic missing. It should go right across, but we can fill that and sort that. Not a problem. Yeah, you know, we'll pretty much bitch about things all the time on model building stuff. Right, let's get these engines on here. Let's see where we're at. Get them the right way up will help. See how tight these are going to be. Ooh. Do you know what? I think they're pretty much spot on. I know it's all tight on this kit, so I'm kind of expecting it to be. That is super. Oh, very good. Thank you, Airfix. Just a little nudge down there. Super fit. I don't know how you're going to see this, but that's fitted lovely. And trust me, the other side's just the same. Oh, okay. Oh, lovely fit there. No issues there at all. No gaps, no nothing. Lovely job. Evening, Jamie. How you doing, fella? So that went on nicely. Let's hope the next one does. Am I looking forward to the new B.III? Yeah. I actually quite fancy the 148 Vampire, but again, that's I think I said about this like the other week. It's a jet, and I'm a bit of a glutton for punishment when it comes to jets, even though I don't like building them. But the new B.III looks good as well, so who knows? I won't be getting it anytime soon because basically, mate, with me it's finances. I don't actually have any. So when I see new kits out and everybody buying them, I just have to sit and drill. But it is what it is. One will come my way at some point. So there's the other one in. Again, no issue at all there. Fitted a treat. No gap, no problems. Just clicked right in nicely. Spot on. which is all good. And I did think that that might be a pain. Right, so if I hold that way, number 38. That's good, isn't it? Right. See how this one goes. Oh, lovely. Yeah, well, I mean, the site that I run is pretty much non-profit. It pays for the site fees and that's about it. So I know that feeling, mate. I'm pretty much the same. Plus I volunteer a lot as well, so helping in the community and mental health and all that lot. So obviously I've just not got much. My hobby is thanks to all the kindness of everybody else, basically, which is all good. Cheers, Lynn. Yeah, yeah, it's lovely when it all clicks together and starts doing things. And I mean, it's nice. I'm so used to like absolute awful kits, like old smear kits and all that kind of thing. And then somebody turns around and sends me stuff like this Lancaster or a new tool or whatever, and it's like, yeah, something proper to build. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy building the old kits too, but it's nice to get your hands on some nice kits as well. There we go. Lovely jubbly. All on. They all fitted lovely too. See? All fitted in there lovely. Just popped in there. All good. Lucky the lid was on. So I've got all this top malarkey to deal with. All these bits, I guess, at some point. That's page 11 done. Evening, Phil. So what we got next? Oh, right. Right, the next bit doesn't really apply at the moment for me. I don't think. No. The next bit doesn't really apply to me because it's when you got your, as the Polish say, wheelies up. All that's, well, wheelies up. So all the wheel bits covered. So that doesn't apply to me, that bit. So the next bit there is undercarriage. Now, do I want to mess about with all that? Or leave it till later? I think I might leave that till later. Because that's the kind of stuff that you can just break too easily. Evening, Richard. Oh, cheers, mate. It's all good. Bill, last one, 968. I'm overdue for another 172. Doesn't look too bad for me old eyes. Yeah, no, 172 is not bad, mate. A little bit fiddly here and there, but not too bad at all really. Just looking, see what I should do next. Next, I'm going to skip a couple, and I'm going to fill in the top bits. And we'll get on with that bit. Can't wait to do the shuttle and booster. Is that still the Revel kit? I know you said monogram, but I think that's the old Revel monogram, isn't it? Is that right? Yeah. F7. We'll see how these bits go in. Right, so that's F7. That's F8. And the last one. Yeah, that's the one in the horrible shuttle booster, the one that Colin's been on about. Right. So, let's go do this quick little, just where I cut. I don't want no fit issues. Where I cut. I'll try and put that in there. Hopefully. Oh, look at that. Love it. Right. There is one little thing with it. Not a problem. But oh right, yeah. Right. So I've just got to pull that just a tiny little bit over. A little twist over, so I'm going to keep my finger on it for a minute. The 1/100. Oh right, yeah. Is that the scale of it, was it? 1/100 scale for the shuttle and booster. I bet that's quite big then, isn't it? Or the one, oh right, 11144. That's still a fair size. I've got a friend on Facebook, he builds a lot of the shuttles and stuff. Yeah. Super job. There we go. That's 2. Must admit, these are fitting in quite well. Soon be time to start sanding seam lines and malarkey. Tiny little gap there, but only a tiny one, nothing that can't be sorted. Here you go, Phil. Right, that's the only one that's not great. So, the only one that's been a bit of a pig. I think I got it now. There'll be one that just weren't playing ball there. It is now. Now, it's handling the things without damaging them. That's half the battle. There we go. We got them in anyway. Top covers are all in. All good. So it's about that. I don't really want to put the tail ones on right this second. I want to clean up that fuselage a little bit before I do that. All right, okay. You should film it, Lynn, from the start to the finish so everyone can see how bad it fits. That's what you should do. And then have a little box next to you for your words. Screw deep. No, that's a. There we go. Well, we'll just stick that there for a minute. Oh, cheers, Lynn. Yeah, it's getting there. Right, now, because I'm going to have the flaps open, I'm going to need these ones with a little groove in it. These little domey things with a groove. There's one without a groove and one with a groove. And I need the one with the groove because it locks into the back of the engines. on the back of the engines there, you've got a little locking pin there that you take off if you're having it in a closed position, but because I'm going to have it open, it locks into that pin there. So you've got to make sure you get the right ones. Otherwise, it'll cause you problems. Oh, little pips there. Rid of. And whip that on there. Oh. Tell you what, I'll glue it first. So that's the back of it. And there's the inner. So you get some nice options with this kit. That's for sure. Yeah, too right, Lynn. That's what I do. You know, for me, it all started because I run some groups, and people say to me, "Oh, you know, on the groups," and they go, "Oh, I haven't posted what I build because I see what you guys do," and it's like, "Oh, it's amazing," and all this. And I say, "Listen, everybody should post what they build. Every effort's a great effort. At the end of the day, doesn't matter who we are. We all make mistakes. Doesn't matter how good you are. I mean, I'm no expert, you know. At the end of the day, you do what you do. We all make mistakes, and that's the end of it, you know. No one should be shy of what they build and how they build and all that. Just build. Simple as that. Get it built, don't be shy. So that will go on there like that. And that should, in theory, how I want it. Yeah. And that should be like that once it's green. And it looks like that on the back. See where it clicks into that engine bit there. So that's why I like doing live. I like doing it, showing that we're all the same. We all make mistakes. And at the end of the day, it's nothing that can't be fixed. And this is how I fix it, you know. I think the worst one was the photo etch. Man, the amount of times I've stuck bits of photo etch to my finger and I'm picking it off, chatting away, going, yeah, blah, 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 as I'm going, chink, picking it all off my fingers. Where it's stuck to it. Yeah. That's two of the flaps on. Between the engine. They'll be green, like I say. They're easy to mask. Cheers, Annette. Don't forget to like and subscribe, Annette, and click the little bell. And every time I post on YouTube, you'll get a little notification. Wait. Next bit. is this wonderful bit, I think. Yep. B.19. How are we doing for time? Oh, I'm over time. Right, I'm just going to cut these off. Right, D19 there. And we shall get this on a Thursday. Right, that one and that one. Oh, well done. Cheers for that. Oh, photo etch moves. First time I tried it was on the Wellington, and I done it in 1/172 scale, and I had the full big headset, and it was an absolute nightmare. Great when it was done, and great doing it in a way, but it was such a pain. Right, reminding me which Airfix Lanc kit is this one again. This one is Michael. I'll just grab the old box of Ernie. That one, pal. It's a 08013, and you get two choices on there, white and black, or the camo and black. Oh, airbrushing's great fun, Lynn. You'll love that. I love airbrushing. And I got my mask set from Michael, who's chatting away on Facebook, from MJW Models, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I think I put a link already before, so. But I shall put another link when I start doing them. When I actually start doing the masks. Not that I don't think he's got any more of these masks, but he does have a lot of the masks for canopies and clear parts. I'm doing the camo, Michael, the dark earth, dark green. MJW Models, that's the one, pal. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, I'm doing the dark earth, dark green and black. So yeah, we got our engines on and built. Oh, and we started getting our flaps on there underneath, and we're getting it. Do a collar. So I'm going to leave that upside down. I'm going to leave them two bits there, and that's it. Oh, all good fun. Well, that's it for now. Tuesdays. So Thursday's the next time that I'm live at 7 o'clock. I shall see Colin and the YouTube gang tomorrow for a little while. Yeah, tomorrow. Can't remember the time. I know it ain't 4:30, I think. 4:30, Colin? Festa 67's workshop anyway, over on YouTube. If you pop over there, you'll see he's on tomorrow. And I'll see most of the YouTube gang over there tomorrow. And I'll be back here on Thursday at 7 o'clock. I'm keen to see how you get on with the mask. I found them very useful. We restocked the Lancaster marks as they've been very popular. Yeah, no, I've used them before, Michael. Sure, I brought from you when I done the Whitworth Whitley. I brought them from you, and I built that kit. So that's how I went to you for the Lancaster one, because when I saw them clear parts, I thought, no bloody way, I'm going. That's how I sent you a message. You went, have you got any? Anyway, all good fun. You know how to get hold of me. Send me a little message on social media. Links are at the bottom of my YouTube video. Everyone else knows how to contact me anyway. Just say hi, even if you're bored. Do you know what I mean? Chat away, whatever. I'm not fussed. Take care, everyone. Thanks for popping by and watching and whatever, and your support. Always good to see everyone. Stay safe, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye for now.